Hello YouTube, it's Championdjk coming at you again with yet another weekly video and yet some more random crap because I just haven't really found anything. So, and that's fine because I've got still just a pile of stuff over here I haven't shown you yet that we need to open. So I guess I just picked out some stuff as usual, or as usual for the summer so far. And we're going to take a look at it. Again, reminder, I will be doing a Whatnot live stream / giveaway pretty soon. Probably within a month or so. But to prepare for that, if you're not signed up for Whatnot yet, I am going to put a link as a pinned comment in this video. I also have it as a pinned comment in the last video. You follow that link, you sign up for Whatnot, you will get $15 credit towards your first purchase. So, do that. It should be good. I'm gathering some things to give away, and I'll probably gather some things to sell as well. So yeah, it should be pretty cool. It should be exciting. It should be awesome. All right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into what I've picked out to show you today. Well, I think we got a couple of things that are sort of at least released this year. I've got a Matchbox moving parts, the Subaru Brat, it's Wisconsin, Subaru Brat, and then we've got some Hot Wheels. I think, gosh, I want to say that these four, it might be these four, I don't know for sure. Maybe not. No, probably not. Maybe these two. I want to say that this is a store exclusive color, and I can't remember which one it is. It's been a while. I got it a while ago, I think at a local meet. I think this is a store exclusive color. And then I got a Ford Sierra Cosworth, the Pagani Zonda R. So this is in blue. It looks like J case. Then this also looks like J case. And so we just got a couple main lines here. Two more J case cars. The BMW i8 Roadster, right there, and the Matt and Debbie Hayes 1988 Pro Street Thunderbird in black. So we'll open up those, and then I've got this Flying Customs 86 Monte Carlo. Why do I think I already have this? I probably do. I probably already opened one of these up, but I don't know. I'm not going to dig it out. We're going to open up that one. And then the only other semi-modern thing, and this probably came out last year, is this Hot Hatches Series 2. Maybe it came out earlier this year. 75 Volkswagen Rabbit Mark 1 in white and blue. Really cool looking. Hot Hatches series is pretty neat. It's a pretty cool series from Greenlight. Digging it. And this little Volkswagen Rabbit is pretty cool. All right, so got those. I don't know when this was released. I don't think too long ago. Maybe last year. Maybe this year. I don't know. But it is a Porsche 956 Sparky skull livery. Pretty cool. Like the casting. Sparky's kind of a weird, odd little brand, so especially when it comes to 1/64 scale. I think they make a lot more in like 1/43rd, but yeah, there's that. And then we've got Johnny Lightning. I've got another, it's a 1973 Pontiac GTO, or the Grand Am, or whatever it is. I like this casting, I collect this casting, so this is another that will be added. And big fan of this casting. I think I opened up one in the last episode. We got another one today. That should be cool. And then we've got this 55 Chrysler 300 Mexico Rally Mopar or No Car Release 13. This is really cool. That's a really cool release of this. Pretty awesome. All right, so we got those. And a random odd brand, we got a Motormax, a 1969 Pontiac GTO Judge. Not a very good casting, I don't think. But I collect the GTO. So I had to pick it up. It was cheap. All right, so there's that. Man, I'm losing my voice down here. I got a dehumidifier running here trying to keep it dry. And immediately when I start talking, like, I can tell it's dry. Wow. I'm gonna have to get some water. All right, and then I got an older 5-pack from Hot Wheels, General Motors 5-pack. There's a GTO in it. There's a Corvette in it, a Cadillac in it, that Camaro, and a Hummer. The Camaro is probably the all-star there. And then we're going to take a trip down memory lane. Excuse me. A while back, Matchbox came out with these Supreme Heroes. And I've got 2 of those to open up. So this would be pretty Ultramax wheels. So they were going back into like rubber tires and then putting out these vehicles. So we're going to take a look at these 2. And then I've got a best of Matchbox. Same style wheels, or close to it anyway. Same style wheels as the Crown Vic. And that's this 93 Ford Mustang. So we're going to check out that. So that's what we're going to look at today. Again, maybe not all that exciting. I am sure things will improve here in the near future. Honestly, the one I'm most excited to open up, well, there's probably 3 really. 4. I don't know. Let's hold this up for a thumbnail. Hope my audio's good so I don't have to overdub. Aside from me coughing. But yeah, there you go. Stuff. All right. Let's go ahead and flip the camera on. We're going to open up all this stuff. Might be a shorter episode today. Maybe. All right, so let's get right into it here. Let's go ahead and open up this 5-pack to begin. We got this General Motors 5-pack. I don't even know how long I've had this sitting in my collection. It's been sitting for quite a long time, though, I'm pretty sure. We're going to go ahead and... it's got dust all over it. So that's no good, right? What are you doing here? All right, so let's go ahead and let's open it up. 5-packs. This is an older 5-pack. I don't know who got this. It says it's from Kitty Hawk Kites. 5-card gift pack. $8.99. Kitty Hawk Kites. That's where this was purchased. Weird. I didn't buy it from there. I probably got it from... I don't even remember, to be honest. Alright, let's go ahead and open it up and check it out. So... really 2 cars are what I was kind of excited about in this 5-pack, and I can imagine why I picked it up. This Cadillac is pretty cool, but is not one of them. Kind of a cool casting. Nice long Cadillac. Custom. What year? Is it a 59? Pretty cool. It's a nice kind of burnt orange color with some flamage. And looks pretty decent. So that's pretty neat. And then we got the Corvette. Again, not the one that I was like stoked about as the Vet. But nonetheless, decent little casting. Nice little Corvette in blue and orange. Kind of like modern Denver Broncos colors. Not too bad. All right. And then the Hummer. There's another one that I really didn't care about. This actually I probably won't even keep. Probably toss this in with a bunch of loose cars I have for sale. And that I bring to like local meets and stuff, and somebody will grab this for like $1 or whatever it is. Maybe, if I'm lucky. But yeah, it's a Hummer, and don't really care about that one. Rolls like a dream, though. Again, flamage kind of, tribal flamage kind of thing on the side. Not super attractive. Some bling, some gold, whatever. All right. Then sticking with like the gold theme, but this is a car I wanted just because I collect GTOs, and we've got this guy here. So there you go. This is probably one of my least favorite GTO castings. There's a ton of them. The 67 is just really big. It's really long, and it's got those that big back wheel and the small front wheel. It looks okay when it's like real riders, but when it's plastic tires, not super into it. But there's a ton of different releases of this, and a lot of them are really ugly liveries or paint schemes. So unfortunately, but yeah, you know, anytime I see it still, I end up snagging, you know, anyone I'm missing if it's, you know, super cheap, and I could just add it to the collection. So there you go. That's one of the, you know, weird things that I do with cast. I'm sure a lot of you have castings that you pick up every one of, regardless of how ugly they are, and that's the completionist in me sometimes. All right. And we got this Camaro casting. This is a classic, you know, 67 Camaro, copyright date 1982. This casting's been around for a long, long, long time. It's had several different iterations and retoolings, I believe. This is probably pretty close to the original tooling, I'm guessing. It's got the opening hood. The newer ones ditched the opening hood and also ditched the metal base. This is metal on metal. It's got a nice black and gold look to it, and it's actually really kind of a sweet little piece. I like this. This one is definitely the star, I think, of the 5-pack. For you Camaro fans, definitely. This is a very collectible casting, I think. People do really like this casting and collect this Camaro. So anytime I see them being sold, they like on a Facebook sellers page or anything like that, there's always got bids on it. So people are always buying these, so always buying this casting. So yeah, it's definitely somewhat popular. All right. There's that 5-pack. Let's blow into the main lines here. We've got the 70 Pontiac Firebird. I believe this is some sort of store exclusive release. Gosh, I can't remember if it's like Dollar General or what it was. But there it is in orange. And yeah. Pretty cool. Another Firebird casting, so of course I collected. Of course I'm going to get every single one that they put out, because again, I collect it, you know, I collect the GTOs, I collect Firebirds. So I gotta have this one, and yeah, glad to add it to the collection. I forget who I got it from, but thank you very, very much for that. And let's see, we got this guy, not a mainline in the Flying Customs. I don't know why. I feel like I have one of these open already. Probably because I do. Probably. I love these retro lines that they bring through Target. I'm a big fan of them. I like the Ultra Hots. I like the Flying Customs. What else did they do? Hot Ones. They always bring through these little retro lines through Target as Target exclusives. I love those. I'm a big fan of the way like the Blackwall era, basically Hot Wheels looked, and shortly thereafter. So I'm into that era of Hot Wheels, mainly because that's the cars I had mostly when I was growing up. And it's a good era for like graphics and stuff, and they just, I don't know, they're cool. They're cool. I like those retro lines coming through Target. So generally pick up all of those. This one's got the retro slot wheels from the Cool Classics line originally, where those are from. And so that's pretty cool to me. All right, a couple more mainline cars. We've got the Matt and Debbie Hayes 1988 Pro Street Thunderbird in black. This is a cool casting. I like this casting. And it looks really good, actually, in black and gold. So I'm a fan of that. Pretty cool. Digging that basic mainline stuff. You guys, you know, are all familiar with this stuff. BMW i8 Roadster. This has got to be like a newer tooling, right? This one does not say new for 2023. I don't remember it, though. So it looks okay. Except for that rear wheel well. Looks like almost like they intended to put a bigger wheel on the back at some point. I don't know why. It just looks a little awkward to me. What is the copyright date on it? Oh, it's 2018. So this has been around for a while. Why do I not remember this car? Someone tell me. Why do I not remember this at all? It's just got a BMW logo on the front, so, and some details on the back. No actual details on the front for headlights. That's because this would be considered a top surface tampo, I'm guessing. I don't remember this. I don't ever remember seeing this i8 Roadster for some reason. Was it only released in like mystery models or something, or some other thing, or multi-pack exclusive? I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments. I just don't recall ever seeing this casting before. All right, and then we got the '87 Ford Sierra Cosworth. Cool casting. Definitely prefer having an 64 one of these, but Hot Wheels did it okay. Did a kind of a good job of it. They do the window piece as part of the headlights, and I'm always a fan of that. It always adds some quality to the tooling as far as I'm concerned. And this casting what debuted last year, and we've got it, I think, in a couple colors already this year, so it's all right. Hot Wheels graphics cast roll. It's cool. It's cool. And then one of the castings I really like, this Pagani's on the R. It's because I'm really into the Pagani as far as supercars go. Hypercars, I've talked about it before. They're just the most attractive ones, I think. From a design perspective, I just think they look really cool. So I like this in blue, in gold. I think the Hot Wheels did a great job with this casting, which debuted, I believe, last year. And yeah, it looks nice in blue with the gold rims. Pretty nifty. Yeah. Digging that one. All right. Moving on. Let's stick with Mattel stuff for a minute. And let's go to Matchbox. Yeah, I think we're gonna get out of here a little early today. The Subaru Brat 1978 flavor moving parts line. This is not the first release of this, or first color that they've released this casting in. I'm not sure how many are out, though. I know at least one. This might be the second one. Might be the third. I just don't remember. I know there's one in black, I think. I have that one. I probably got them all, but if there's a third one. The details under the hood here actually look really good on this model. That is pretty cool. And that's so weird, that Brat, that it has what appears to be a spare. Is that an air cleaner or a spare tire? No, spare tire by the engine. Weird. Cool casting though. Cool car in general, or truck, or truck, or whatever. Yeah, pretty neat. It looks cool in blue. I think it looks good. I like that Matchbox did this car, truck, whatever, and it is pretty nifty. Wouldn't mind owning one of these in real life, driving around with it. I think that'd be pretty neat. I think that'd be pretty neat indeed. So, what do you think about that one? I think it's pretty cool. All right. Okay, so now we're going back in time with Matchbox here. We'll start with this one. So Matchbox and police vehicles have had, such a good relationship over the years. Rescue vehicles, fire trucks, all sorts of stuff. Police vehicles, municipality vehicles. This one is the 93 Ford Mustang LX SSP, Fox Body Mustang. Sheriff Department in blue. Non-specific or licensed, I don't believe anyway. Yeah, no, not a licensed police livery. Go for it. Go for it. Try it. Inserted details for headlights on this one. This is a really cool casting in general. I've always wanted to make some sort of custom of this and make it into a flashing lights and stuff, actual police car. At least I used to want to do that when I used to customize stuff, which I don't do anymore. But the casting's been around for quite a while. As you can see, the copyright date is 2014. It's got these Matchbox style rubber wheels on it with kind of the exaggerated tread. I don't think people are a huge fan of those wheels. I don't mind them. I think in certain circumstances, such as this, I think it actually looks pretty decent. This probably would look better with some, Hot Wheels Real Riders, a little bit better, cooler looking, I guess, design. But, yeah, I think this looks okay. That was pretty neat. All right, and then, so we got that, and then the Supreme Heroes. Now, I remember when these first came out, these were kind of hot. And then they sat around for a while. So these came out, geez, back then you could get them at Toys R Us, Shopko. I don't remember if Walmart ever had these or not. I can't remember. I would assume they probably did, but I remember finding them at like Shopko or Toys R Us, which both places are out of business. No longer. Both places are no longer a thing. At least not in my area. I know Toys R Us is a thing in some other countries and stuff, but US-wise, they are not. Sadly, because I enjoyed going there. Copyright date 2005 on this 2006 Ford Crown Victoria. Again, they do police cars really well. We've got inserted details for the headlights. We got a light bar up here. So I've had this thing for a very long time and just have not opened it. Yeah. I thought, you know what, why not? Let's, you know, it's been sitting in a pile of stuff. See, when I still have cars that are left over from the time I decided to go all loose. And that was a long time ago. So I just had cars sitting there. I'd probably already shown this in a Diecast Weekly episode maybe a few years ago. And some of this stuff I have. And I just have never opened them yet. And they've just been sitting, so I banked a bunch of stuff basically for a long time, and now we're getting to some of that stuff because I haven't really been buying much, because there hasn't really been much to buy. There is some really cool stuff coming down the pipe here, but I think a lot of it's not going to be out until, you know, maybe September, or, you know, maybe late August and stuff. So it's going to be a little bit yet before I actually get some new stuff. I've been kind of taking a break from spending a little bit on diecast. All right, and then Supreme Hero Ultramax wheels. We got this guy, this Fire Marshal Chevy Suburban, and this is another one from that same line. I didn't get this. I didn't buy this whole line back in the day, but I got quite a few of them, and I've already opened up a few of them on the channel. These are just a couple of holdovers here. But we've got this Fire Marshal. Again, I don't think this is any sort of license. I don't know if Wilton... You can barely read that, but I'm not sure if this is any sort of licensed fire department livery. But other than Greenlight lately, you know, you don't see too many fire vehicles. So, in anywhere close to 164. This casting has been around since appears the copyright date 1999, and it's a 2000 Suburban, so likely it just was released for the first time in year 2000. Y2K. So yeah, all right. There's those. What shall we look at next? Let's look at this weird guy. 1969. Nice. Pontiac GTO Judge. American Graffiti Series 2 Motormax. Motormax has some cool 164 scale casting. This isn't one of them. It just isn't. But of course it's a GTO. Yeah. So I got to get in. I think I have one other example of this actually in orange. And whatever. I found this thing. I think it was on I think this was from a Facebook seller. It was cheap. You know, I put one of those Facebook sellers that does like auction style stuff. I threw like whatever the min bid was on it, and nobody else bid on it. Probably because it's ugly. And I won it. Yeah, won it in quotation marks. Got the ability to purchase it for a cheap price. Looking for a copyright date on here. I see nothing. So I don't know when these came out. Well before I was collecting, that's for sure. Looks like we got some sort of collector card of some sort in here. Whatever. And then, of course, the plastic blister packaging. Copyright date anywhere on here? Nope, nothing. And then this GTO casting. Now, Motormax has some cool castings. They do. Again, this isn't one of them. Very, very hit or miss with their stuff. The Fresh Cherries, some of the Fresh Cherries line is like really awesome. This one has a plastic base. It's one of the few castings I think that they ever really did with a plastic base. A lot of them had metal. And it's just proportionately, it's not great. The wheels, I don't know, everything about it, it's not fantastic. This one does not have any opening feature either. And some of their models, I believe, have opening hoods. If I remember correctly. I don't know. They do like a Fiero, that's cool. They do some other weird cars that are pretty cool. And I have in the collection. I thought some of them had opening parts. Maybe they don't. whatever. Doesn't matter. Some of their castings are really neat. Some of them are not so neat. But I'm trying to get an example of almost every one that they put out, just because I like having collections of these weird brands, these weird defunct brands that don't really make 1/64 scale anymore, and these old toolings that have never seen the light of day again. And it's kind of neat to put together those little collections. Like Motormax is one. Ertl, American Muscle's another. Malibu Diecast or Malibu International, that's another one. That's just weird brand, and they have kind of a decent sized casting catalog, but you know, we're probably never going to see them re-released again. The tools are probably gone. They're probably destroyed. Who knows? Who knows? All right, so that's this weird little thing. It's kind of cool, I guess. Just definitely not the best brand for that car, for sure. All right. Then we got Greenlight. So we got a one-off here for Greenlight for today. This Hot Hatches. I love this casting from Greenlight. Every once in a while, Greenlight really kind of nails a casting. And when this one came out, I was really excited about it. I thought that this casting was awesome. I still think it's awesome. There's a lot of different versions of this to collect. I have not gotten every single one, but I do get them. I haven't really bought them, I guess, in a while. But anytime I see one that's cool, I don't pass it up, even though I have a bunch of this casting already in the collection. They just did this casting pretty darn well. And sometimes Greenlight will do that. Sometimes not so much. But I've mentioned it before. They are under new ownership now. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. New ownership, new leadership, new philosophy. Once new toolings start rolling out, that's when we're going to know what's Greenlight going to be like for the foreseeable future. Is the quality control going to get better? That's the main concern I've heard from every single person that I've talked to about this. And several people commented on it as well, and all sorts of stuff. Even on Greenlight's posts, people have been commenting about that. So hopefully they're listening to collectors now, and we'll take heed. We'll heed that advice. Yeah. Anyway, this casting is awesome. I like it a lot. I'm a big fan of this tooling, and when they do it in like this kind of race version or whatever, it's very cool. There's different versions of the tooling, and all of them are good. They're all good. All right. Last, well, not last, we got two Johnny Lightnings to open up and take a peek at. We're going to start with this one. One of my favorite Johnny Lightning castings of all time. Because nobody does this 73 but Johnny Lightning. I don't think Greenlight doesn't do it. I don't think anybody else makes this in anywhere close to 1/64 scale except for Johnny Lightning. I think it's the only tooling of this vehicle. And it's a cool looking car. I like the design of it. It's probably everybody's least favorite GTO in quotes. But I like it. I like the way it looks. I like the kind of boat look of it. It looks kind of like it takes design cues from a seafaring vessel. All right. We have, or more of a lake type vessel, but yeah. This thing's pretty cool. In this yellow, it's kind of a palish yellow. White top. Plastic tires in this one. Metal base. Casting's been around for quite a while. Copyright date 2004. Tooling number 858 if you care. And so it's released as the 73 GTO or Grand Am, Pontiac Grand Am, or whatever it is. But yeah, and it's just a cool tooling. They've put out actually quite a few of them, and they have put them out in more recent years as well. So I think within the last year they've released one for sure. Pretty sure. Yeah, 100%. So I like this one. I'm a fan. You know, it's maybe not for everybody, but I'm a big fan of this casting. It's one of my favorite castings, really, if I think about it. So, really cool. Then we got this guy. This is the 55 Chrysler 300 Mexico Rally Mopar or No Car. Limited edition Johnny L. The packaging is just disintegrating. And that's what happens to this plastic packaging. That's why I'm not a fan of this clamshell stuff. actually, I think, harder to take care of if you're a package collector and keep looking like brand new than cardboard. Okay? Hey, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't know. The way I see it, I oftentimes see these things, they get brittle, they get yellowed, they get scratched up mostly, actually. Scuffed and scratched. The packaging, not the car. But, so if you're a carded collector, cardboard actually is where it's at, honestly. All right, so there you go. Good motor detail. Looks really good. La Carrera Mundial. Not going to pronounce that right at all. Rick Adams. Don't know who Rick Adams is. Eric. Kirk. Eric. Not sure who that is either. Thaxton Drew Chrysler. I don't know if this is like legit livery stuff, or sometimes what Johnny Lightning likes to do is they put in little like, people's names and stuff like that that they know, or people that work there. And they've done that a lot. You know, case in point, my YouTube channel name is on the back of a van that came out, you know, a few years back. So should we look at that? Should we just look at it because it's right here? Just in case you guys if you're not, you know, familiar with this. 10 Car Tuesday, Free the Peace, you know, old series I used to do. Free the Peace, my other cars in Auto World, Championdjk, thanks from JL. They put it on a Michigan plate, which is kind of sad. I wish it was a Wisconsin plate, but hey, I'm not complaining. And I got this one signed by Mike Gruthis. As many times as I know how to pronounce your name, I'm still going to screw it up. And then we got the white interior. This is the White Lightning. This is actually a White Lightning pre-production piece. Kind of got to be careful handling it. I don't want to rub that off. All right. That's definitely a piece I'm never getting rid of. All right. Should go without saying. And yes. So yeah, they like to do that kind of stuff. So I don't know what this is. If this is like legit to like livery to the car, like historical livery, or if it's just like kind of in the style of and references certain people or things. So I don't know. Anyway, it's fun. I like Johnny Lightning. I love Johnny Lightning for that stuff. They do just really cool things. They're one of the most fun brands to collect, for sure. Not always the most like accurate, right? But whatever. They've got a massive tooling catalog, and it's really cool. All right, last but not least, the Sparky Scale 164 Diecast Skull Bandit Porsche. Now, Sparky's weird. They're weird, okay? I like their 164 scale stuff. There is not a massive tooling catalog to get. So if you want to get like one of each of the toolings that they've ever put out in 164, definitely something that is attainable. They're not terribly expensive either. They generally do race cars. I believe it's all race cars, actually. And they generally look pretty good. You're not going to get like TLV quality. They're a lot cheaper than that. But I find that the quality of these is very good for the price. Skull Bandit. And you really can't put like tobacco advertising on anything. This would never fly being released, I don't think, in the US, right? I don't think they can do it. Can they? Even if it's like historically, can they do it? I don't know. But this Sparky's a German brand. Yeah, Minimax import, export, blah, 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 blah. It's got a 24 hours of Le Mans sticker on it. So it is a licensed 24-hour Le Mans vehicle. I believe these are Spark models produced, blah, 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 blah. Macau is where they're made. Made in China, Macau. I don't know. I thought it was German for some reason. Maybe it originated there, maybe it's not there. I don't know. Anyway, they normally do larger scale models. They don't do a lot of 164. They've got a really cool thing for putting it on the base, though. I love this little keyed kind of like switch thing. You give it a little twist, and the car pops off the base. There you go. Plastic base. Rubber tires. This thing does not roll. However, quite a few of their models actually do roll. This one happens to not. The tire on this side is rubbing. But again, pretty good detail. I mean, you get really good detail for the price of these, and I believe these are usually around like $10 or something like that, if I recall correctly. You can find these all over eBay from U.S. sellers, actually. So you should have no problem finding this vehicle should you want to add it to your collection. All right, so that's going to be pretty much it for this episode. I swear to you guys, cool stuff is going to come here. And I shouldn't maybe sound so self-deprecating, but, you know, just haven't really found anything. And that's the way it goes kind of summer months, or especially here, you know, in my town, you know, we're real focused on getting outside and stuff like that, because the rest of the year is going to be freezing cold and not be very much fun. At least not for me. I don't do any winter sports. So I don't know why I'm living here. But yeah. Anywho, this is pretty awesome. We're going to continue kind of going through the archives until I have new stuff to show. And that's the way she goes. All right. Thank you guys again for watching another episode of Diecast Weekly. Please tune in to the next one. And again, check out the pinned comment. Sign up for Whatnot if you have not. If you don't know anything about Whatnot, just follow the link. Sign up for it. It's a live auction kind of thing. It's super cool. If you want to sell stuff on it, it's pretty cool too. I believe the fees are a little bit less expensive than trying to sell on eBay. So that is a definite plus. Check them out. All right. Thank you guys very much. Have a good day.